I'm going to be leaving the connector, speaking of which. There's 4 mousesports players, and Rops is going to be playing a little bit more back towards the middle of the map, and he found Sixer on that lurk. Now Scream has to stand and deliver, and he finds 2 to start with, needs to go for the reload, and has to back away, and he still gets a 3rd. If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be him, but Oscar's trying to emulate that on the other side. It's a 2v2 now, and the bomb is loose over towards A.
Yeah, Oscar needs to find the shot, and he does. That's going to alleviate so much pressure, and now to find Scream. They knew where he was, but the adjustment is going to be hard to read. Playing up on long spots, Somali coming out. Rops somehow hasn't noticed yet, but now he will. His head rolls. And it's down to Oscar up against Scream. 4 kills against the 3. Oscar 35 HP and Scream 18, but Scream's aim doesn't need much to connect, and he's going to spot out the player. Oscar dancing with danger here. This is a very, very drawn-out duel, but it will be Oscar to win it. And mousesports
slowly at that. But EnVyUs already have a fairly well-embedded defense up on this B site. Can see where they push quite early on for information. And XMS now, preemptive flash. Ooh, does slow up mousesports to quite a great degree. Now going to follow out the Molotov here. Mutual Molotovs from both sides, or at least incendiary. Okay, you can have a Barbie on that one, but Rops wanted to push through, smoke down, flash over the top. He's going to have to go with it now. Mousesports pushing out towards the side. Molly is there, Lol's going to go down, or Ropes, should I say, is the one to fall, but Lol and Dennis get one each.
Yeah, XMS was still up in that little cubby on the platform, which was a big problem, and now mousesports have run out of utility, so they just need to land the shots, try and take the fights, which isn't too easy when you're up against Scream, but somehow Dennis makes it work. Now Happy wants to get in there, try and get up close and personal, and it's working out so well until then. Dennis again stopping it before it starts, but it's down to 6. A glass cannon here, not much to play with, doesn't have a kit either, but he does find the angle. Oscar gets deleted, and now 1v1.
Yeah. Dennis needs to play this one pretty slowly. One side of Chicken Coop is smoked down, and that's Sixer. He finds the shot. A perfect retake coming in for EnVyUs there. Happy got in under the skin of mousesports, and Sixer was there to deal the final blow.
I like what they're going for. Now they've got to be aware of what the response is from mousesports. All right, maybe a little look towards drop. Smokes and flashes and mollies all being put in. And the EnVy sit back passive.
It's very tentative from Oscar there. Not sure if there's a... I mean, the angle from the place it's standing on the flower bed can be really hard to see sometimes. From drop, there's a bit of an advantage there to the CT side of play, but that's a good entry. Chris J gets in and he deals with RPK up close. Now, the next challenge, it's getting out of the drop room with Happy standing guard and XMS sitting towards the back of that B site. They're ready to receive this, and Happy's already going to let loose a few bullets. That's some damage done. XMS needs to attend to what's happening on platform, but a flash prevents it from an early pick. Doesn't matter, though. He and Happy combining lovely over there through the statue for the kills, and that's also Scream to get involved. There's Oscar in a 1v3, and he nades through the smoke.
Yeah, really great work, actually, coming out between Happy and XMS there. XMS, on his own, was able to hinder the approach through platform, and then, of course, Happy helped out. But now it's Oscar left in a pretty dire situation, but he's going to bully his way through towards Scream, just take him down with Tech 9. But look at the time, 5 seconds, 4. I don't see this one happening for him. 6 is just going to play to time. As well, Oscar try and keep hold of the AWP. Happy is trying for it. Really challenging actively. They're playing the kind of outskirts of it. A couple of players around that side room. Happy as well over by the connector side. Just not really playing it. Let them take it over and then try and deny them as they hit the sites. Somewhat of what we saw last time. And actually now a late round, little bit of a kind of retake of aggression towards drop. Swing in, take the fight, and kind of hope they recover a gun from it. Sadly, it didn't drop on their side, if I'm not mistaken, which is a bit of a problem. But still, a kill's a kill. Good initial work there. And
that was really well developed. I mean, we didn't see too much. We just saw XMS and RPK push in. But again, Rops was completely caught off guard there. No chance for him. So good opening. That's a little bit of CT aggression. Every now and then, it really pays off. Scream's in a good position, but it's a good little pick, early pick. But for Lola, it doesn't pay off because Scream realizes he needs to come forward and deliver. Oscar, it's a frantic response from him with the AWP at close range, but it pays off. Mousesports still down to 3 players. Only managed to get the trade in that situation. Need more, and this side hit could be nasty.
Problem is time. They just don't have much of it. 20 seconds left, and now the bomb's gone down. XMS doesn't even need to really make the play happen. Oscar probably just trying to hold on to that all by this point, but he was right in the walls. They didn't make it subtle they were doing this. It could be quite interesting, but Oscar finding RPK is huge. That's the rotate now hindered. 3 players from EnVy, though, trying to get over here. You've still got Sixer on long, Scream in the back of sight, and Happy playing up on the balcony. So, again, mousesports might find this difficult, but again, Sixer just gets isolated all alone. Scream taps away, finds Lol, but still, this is not over yet.
Yeah, and XMS and Happy having to quickly rotate across, but it's Scream! And XMS was 2 for Scream already, and make it another one. 4 kills for him.
Bit too much room here. No, he gets checked on. Oh, hello, Scream just gets absolutely decked here. Sixer now needs to be a little bit careful. He can be overwhelmed by pistols. It is annoying as hell when you're an AWP and you've just got several people running at you. You can only shoot so many of them. So he finds ChrisJ, tries to find a bit of a passive angle, wait for some sort of support. But actually, mousesports is getting this one done. They've recovered an AWP too, but it's LOL doing the damage with the Tech 9. And now XMS has to try and play back into it. Didn't expect the quick play coming out as LOL. And now the new man has to step up here.
Yeah, Rob's now going to just try and play with this AWP up on top of Hut. Too risky to go for plant, but he spots XMS. It's like he didn't see the head of Rob's above.
You can see the flash coming in from his teammate too. Dennis now completely blind, gets pounced on by Sixer. And that's a beautiful bit of opening play. Oh my god, that's filthy. How does he leaps out and almost does the work himself. Tries to get a gun. Can't get it initially, but he does find it on the way back out. So good job there, but it's going to encourage mousesports now to try and hit that B side.
A couple of really nice things from Sixer there, when we'll talk about later after the round, because EnVyUs now are turning things back around. They force into it, and they're looking pretty darn good. Robs, though, he's going to pin XMS to the wall, and Oscar now is going to stand his ground. mousesports don't necessarily have control of this side. You can see where Happy's playing from. Robs finds him before he can even find a chance to respond. That's just frightening. And now Molotov going to go in towards drop room. Oscar going to challenge
Sixer
up close. Sixer frantically trying to stamp out the flames. He gets it done, but he is looking very vulnerable. Robs, though, goes down. Now we do see Scream. And Oscar doesn't know where the shot came from. I don't even think Robs did either. Bomb down. Oh, no. He didn't know where he was. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made that challenge at all. EnVyUs take the round, though. They bring it back. Another little force situation.
Always a nuisance towards platform. So much variety in how he likes to play. Last time, Robs did find him, but he doesn't get a chance this time. Happy's on towards the statue. And now pressure comes in. Dennis to the right. Player up on towards platform 2. Actually, he's just sat down by the stairs, but ChrisJ found room to work and recovered all. Yeah, the smokes there are really beneficial for mousesports now. It's going to allow them to set up a little bit more. Oscar, was RPK up on top of the rock, perhaps? I'm not even sure if it doesn't matter. Trades there. Sixer finds lull. 1v2. Bomb planted just now. Oscar lets it down. Note there that there's no smokes available here for mousesports any further. So they got a flash they can work with. It's a molly even. They could throw it towards connector if it wasn't too risky. But it is. It's Sixer. He's got an AWP and a kit as well, crucially. Now, we've seen him win these before, and Oscar not going to let it happen that time. And again, Rob's having to deal with XMS, who's been a real pain here. But Dennis going to find a quick one towards Sixer. Follow-up might not be too easy, but he does get it done. Scream falls, and Scream only claiming one there. A bit surprising. Normally, he comes alive in those situations, but does mean there's an AWP now in hand. Dennis not exactly known for his AWPing capability. There's 2 others on this team who'd you probably put forward in that role, but now being brought back to a 3v3. You've got RPK being a real pain here, playing over by APC, but ChrisJ doesn't want to commit. Look at that bomb. He was up with Dennis not too long ago, and he's going to be backing away from this just because look at the position Robs has. Almost whiffing the first shot, but that was crisp. And there we go. Finally gets caught out by RPK, but position is noted.
56 seconds in the round. RPK now, well, he's made his way on towards B, but of course he has to realise by this point that's not where he needs to be. Dennis in position now to receive RPK if he decides to. I mean, yeah, the odds of him making this kind of peaks are very low. Now the smoke is going to be dropped in the connected doors, and Dennis knows he had it covered. ChrisJ going to come up there. That's the half-time score. All the use of utility in this round just to make sure they've got a little bit more armour.
The main thing is now, eyes towards XMS. See how he sets up the play. Lovely little flash. Going to force 2 players to actually get off the angle here. But now they can play back into it. LOL's doing very well. A little bit paranoid about drop. No one's actively playing it, so he's not secure from the left, but he's going to have to focus towards what's coming towards him. He's just not landing the shot. Somehow EnVyUs are at the door now. XMS breaks his way through, and now the raid boss comes in, but Happy gets sent flying, and Dennis and Robs now need to do the damage.
Yeah, RPK on his own, though, only 28 points of health. Has the bomb at the very least, and now has to make his way on towards the site. Dennis and Robs both looking pretty decent health-wise. RPK's picked himself up a USP here to try and make something happen, but there's 9 bullets left. Just the 9. Oh, there's 3 bullets left. He needs to get this one now. Only 3, and nope, he's out. He's to find himself another weapon. This kind of sucks for RPK. Close up on the site. Oh, looks like he's got some bullets. He actually gets Robs now through the wall. Bomb going down. He'll be able to get the plant at the very least. Robs can't challenge this. This is big. RPK takes a peek, gets the information, but he walks headlong into a shot from Robs. Another
no
clutch
slouch, so smoke comes in from XMS, but it's the shot from Scream to set it off. Dennis and Oscar just get railgun down, and that's 2 massive entries. And does he fancy some more? He doesn't need to. His teammates are doing well enough for him, and a clean round from Envy. After the plant and the buy into this, that was very well needed with 5 alive. We saw it from XMS actually before from Envy when they're on the CT side, playing up towards plat, not letting that full control going over towards it, not just playing off the stairs, but pushing up actively. And it's actually funneling Envy down here towards drop.
This play there from Mousesports is very reminiscent of what Virtus.pro used to do on this particular map. Play two players to simultaneously both watch both drop and be platform. And you can see that ChrisJ normally would sit up further towards the right in that arch. He's actually backed away. That's more of a drop-focused setup now. But yeah, and Neo and Pasha used to play this one really nicely together, but they've got their first kill. Mousesports have slowed things down a bit now, under a minute. EnVyUs don't have the opportunity for rotations, which is what they employed quite effectively in the last round. They've lost too many seconds. They're going to have to commit to this now. But Mousesports are low on utility. They've pretty much got none. So now, clean, pure contact play, pressing forward on that B platform here. ChrisJ has to keep his head down. He doesn't have another player to play in tandem now. If it was Lowell moved across towards the side, but he gets involved, he finds that first kill. ChrisJ again, making himself scarce. He's hard to find.
Yeah, Lowell taking first contact was the play there. ChrisJ was only ever going to play off the back of that, but it's kind of falling apart here. Sixer staying in this one. Happy took ChrisJ down with him towards the end, and now 13 seconds left, and it's not looking too lucky for Sixer here. Yeah, Oscar playing
going to go straight over towards A. Oscar knows now he needs to just try and buy some time.
And the thing is, even if Happy does some work, you know it's Happy doing it, so you don't read too much into it. But he's been able to find a way around the back, but Lowell did spot him before he died, so aware of the position, aware of what he's up to, but you've got to be careful now. As I'm pretty sure EnVy are aware that they read that rotate that came in earlier. Now ChrisJ needs to buy time. Drop is looking dangerous, but they're going straight towards platform. He needs that AK. He's right in no man's land. This could be so dangerous here. Scream already on platform. Great adjustment from ChrisJ. He did the best he could in a bad situation. And now the problem is that EnVyUs are right to the door, and they've got way better weapons than what Mousesports have. Yeah,
Robson Dennis, oh, it's not ideal. MP9 for Dennis. He can't even get close enough to use it at this stage. Probably wants to play around the left-hand side here, but EnVyUs also have to play slow. Molotov put down, affects the booster and the boosted, but XMS gets up on top. This is just such a powerful position for the T side, and it's really hard to do anything about it, but Dennis responds. 2 quick kills. Now a Sixer with the AWP. Dennis can get in his face here. Only 9 bullets in the chamber. Doesn't have enough to complete the kill. Just a quick reload. Time, though, is of the essence. Sixer has to go for a plant or get the kill, and he just doesn't know where Dennis is going to be. Oh, it's cat and mouse. Sixer not ready, though, around the corner. Dennis, what a clutch, 3 kills.
There's something going on over by A here. It is only him, but he's got 2 players present. Dennis up close, and then you got 1 player down the back, and I think that's Oscar probably with the AWP, yeah. So right now, EnVy just waiting on their time to pounce. They're down to 35 seconds, so they've got to go soon.
Yeah, normally EnVy make like a rotation around the 1 minute mark if they can, but they haven't really had any. Okay, ChrisJ, the fadeaway shot, XMS goes down, and that's an AK. These guys are fully armored, they have AKs. This is their big investment into staying in this game, and so far, it's not paid off at all. It's 5 players up for Mousesports here. Push on towards the side, it's Happy. He gets down straight away, and Sixer now in a 1v4. Gets 1, second, not quite. Oscar going to finish the job there.
4-1 look here. If you look at where Dennis has already pulled himself over towards, Oscar can just sit over towards A, that's fine. And EnVy aren't really pulling players anywhere else. XMS is actually going to take some damage from that molly, so it might have been hurt possibly from maybe Robs or possibly Dennis as well, both by the kind of deeper side of connector, but no one's facing this. Robs finally comes out of the flash and gets the job done, but down to 3 players now for EnVy, and they're being ripped apart. This is a 1-by-1 piece, and it's not good from EnVy. It's getting shot down left and right. Scream so low, 1 HP now. Anything's a bonus he can do, but Happy left alive. You've got 4 players to get through.
Backs up on towards B platform here. EnVyUs didn't really have the utility here to sort of spread over multiple waves, and Mousesports hold them at bay.